Pain to keep you hypnotized, man. The last thing you want is to think about pain over and over and over and over and over again. Because it keeps the energy alive in you. It keeps like the thought and the memory of pain inside of you. And so it's easy for somebody to trigger that because the energy already lives inside of you. As long as the energy lives inside of you, you stop yourself from being able to embody a new feeling, embody a new energy, and to live in a new emotion. So people want to know, right? You probably feel like, well, how do I get out of the cycle of living the reality that I don't want to live anymore? Well, how you do that is by letting go of the things that you're holding against others, the blame, those deep reservoirs of like somebody did something to me. Because as long as you're identifying with that, though, that pain keeps the reality of what you don't want to live alive. And so you have to eradicate it. You have to totally like let it go and get it out of your life. There's so many reasons why people would say, well, it's justified. And right, like your thoughts may be justified, or your experiences may be justified. The reason why you feel this way may be justified. But then you also have to embody compassion. You have to remember that like hurt people, right? So like if you're holding on to pain because somebody did something to you from the past, could be your parents, could be somebody that you love, could be whatever, somebody took advantage of you. You have to be mindful that a person wouldn't have hurt you if they knew better. So that means like you have to exercise like true compassion, because compassion means like, yo, listen, I'm going to understand you. I'm going to understand you and your pain. I'm going to understand what you went through. And I'm going to realize like, yo, in order for you to be in a state of mind to do X, Y, Z to me, you have to have been in a place where you were hurt yourself. And so as long as you're holding on to this hurt from people and you're holding on to this idea of like, oh, this person did this and I'm not letting that go. And yeah, I am upset. I do feel some type of way because of this. And then you're showing that, look, yo, you're not understanding that like you're going through stuff and other people are going through stuff, and somebody has to take the higher road. Somebody has to be like, yo, we all hurt here. Because as long as you hold on to it, you don't transform your world, and then you pass it down to somebody else. Your world never transforms as long as you're holding on to the hurt. Your world stays the same. You never change it. And so you have to do yourself a favor by allowing yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to feel and I'm going to understand for this person. I'm going to put myself in that person's shoe. Where would a person's mind have to be at to think that way, to think this way? Where would a person's psyche have to be? What would they have to have gone through to feel the way that they're feeling right now? Wow, I understand. It's not saying that you're condoning what was done to you, but you're understanding, because like we are all triggered to operate a certain type of way based off of our experiences. And if you're coming from an unconscious and unaware place and you're not able to really see, like what you went through or the effects of what you went through, then you'll continuously like almost like replay these emotions and pain over and over and over. And you'll also alienate yourself from people because you're saying like, yo, listen, I don't want to be able to understand. I want to sit here where I'm at with it. I want to be like pouting and say, yo, somebody did something to me. But as long as you hold that in your mind, you alienate yourself from the world and you stop yourself from being the highest version of yourself. You stop yourself from truly living in purpose. You'll find yourself consistently looking for exterior feelings, external feelings to feel better. events, things to do, being around people to make you feel better because you're not owning the power within yourself. Because home, your spirit, your vessel does not feel good to you. And so it's like, oh, well, I got to get up and run. I got to do something. I got to get out the house because you're not accepting yourself. So do yourself a favor and let go of pain, because as long as you're identifying with the pain, you're stopping yourself from living your truth.